Hello everybody, my name is Interestor and welcome back to Single-Player Space Engineers Survival. Okay, I had an interesting issue with one of the mods that I'm using. It was the ×4 inventory mod. So you're going to be... Hold on, let me disable the throwing out doohickey gizmo. Okay. I just let the last little bits get gathered. So I went into creative, took out everything in all of the containers, because if there's one thing I absolutely hate is losing materials, even though these little bits of ore, or in this case stone, yeah, it still has a purpose. It's called concrete slabs, but I hate losing things, especially in the quantities that I kept seeing that I was going to lose. I don't know, 53 million kilograms of gold, 725 million kilograms of silicone wafers. Yeah, let's just say I was not happy at that site. So, took everything out, dumped them, saved after turning off the gravity generator, went back into the world settings, removed that mod, and I'll admit, it was OP, and now that I've removed it, the game actually kind of runs a little smoother. You don't notice it much because I'm usually fast forwarding ×5. Remember, every 12 minutes you see in time-lapse is an hour spent. Granted, I'll admit I spent probably a little too much time on the mining ship, but I like resources. Plus, like I said, this lets me experiment with cornucopious amounts of resources. Now I know, okay, that mod... So, I expanded the... whatchamacallit's over here. What do you call it? I expanded the storage capacity. So, yeah. Kind of wish these ladders were climbable. Anyway, so... And yes, I am utilizing, which... here it is. The AIS bridge. And one of you did say that each of these, let me fly over here. Each of these hangar bays has their own bridge. Now, it would make sense for me to actually install a bridge for each hangar. However, this is Space Engineers, and really you can't... It's going to be very difficult getting the number of players online to actually man this if this was to be built in a survival multiplayer server. Never mind actually building the dang thing, but that's another story for another time. What else? Otherwise, as I'm sure you probably noticed, as I fly into here, this is almost done. It was right after I got done rendering yesterday's episode that when I loaded back up, yeah, the game was kind of borked. Instead of containers having 36 million kilograms of silicone, they only had 9. Plus or minus a couple 100,000, but it goes without saying. So that's when I noticed, okay, maybe the mod is broken, or there's an issue or something. So I decided, you know what, I might as well anyway, so I removed it. I don't plan on reinstalling it just because of how overpowered it was. Even I'll admit that. Although I am going to miss having all those components. Yes, I could edit the files, but... Oh, wow. But yeah, carrying over 5,000 steel plates at once, yeah, I'll admit that was really overpowered. Drop that. Okay then. So, yeah. Now it's just a matter of getting everything back into the system. I'm surprised the connectors haven't broken, but... Are you just in a permanent orbit or something? You know what? I'm not going to chance fate. Also, I did notice that the welders and grinders, green and black. Ha 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 ha. If you're not new to the channel, you know full well what I'm thinking. Anyway, so, yeah. Anyway, back to what I was saying about the whole bridge thing. Now, I might do it just for the sake of the build itself, but really? Now, I'll admit though, if I was the person managing all this, all I could really do in this cockpit is say, yes, proceed to docking bay 3 or something. And really, in a real use situation, like I said, I could see one hangar exposed to the vacuum that accepts the craft, and then one or two of the others are used for repairs, with the fourth being used primarily for the storage. Like, okay, these craft are ready, and then after who knows how long, you get the word, we need fighter support. You immediately lock down the first hangar, and then they just leave the hangar in which they were stored in, and that becomes the new receiving hangar. I don't know. Well, we'll have to see. I mean, I'm still working on this, and you'd probably only have, in the grand scheme of things with this ship, the way I see it, is you would have one person in charge of, well, the ship, so he'd be the captain, but then you would have one or two cockpit or hangar controllers. And the way I would think in practical terms is the way I said it. Only one hangar would be used for receiving the fighters and bombers and what have you. One or two might be the repair, with the fourth being the storage. And the person or persons would only be in one hangar, the one that's receiving the craft, saying, alright, you're looking good, Alpha 2, come up a little, and manage that way. While the other hangars would be just primarily the engineers who would normally be operating the reactors and what have you, but since they're needed to repair the spacecraft or scrap the spacecraft, whatever the case may be, they'd be the ones right here. And I'm really fighting the urge to get rid of these airlocks, but at the same time, that mod is just so cool. I think I'm gonna do it. And just like that, my inventory is full. Ugh, I want my mod back. I want the mod back. Alright, I have to remove you. But first... I want the mod back now. Oh, crap. I shouldn't have put them in there. Well, I guess I suppose... See, the thing is, I already have catwalks up here. Where the heck am I supposed to put the bridge? Now, sorry about that. I had to remove a piece of the the ore collection area, and I didn't have the time or patience to remove it. But, I mean, where am I supposed to put the bridge? Do I put it under it? I mean, it would make sense, but at the same time, like, here's the back section. I mean, it would give me another purpose for all these catwalks aside from accessing the various thrusters because, well, maintenance purposes and all that. This area of the ship is like the red-headed stepchild of the ship. I don't want to deal with it. Sorry, Sekir. Whoa, how did I miss you? I know I'm going to need catwalks over here, that way you can perform maintenance on these thrusters as well. Ugh, there's just so many nooks and crannies, and I hate wasting space. That's probably why this thing is taking... Whoa, hello. That's probably why this is taking so long, because just look at how compact and mainstream this is. I mean, yeah, it looks good, but then there's this. What, do I just have a gyro room control station up here? Great, I'm probably end up going to do that, even though I don't need that. Did I mention I have German heritage? So I am over-engineering this, and I recognize this, but I can't fight that because I have OCD. Oop, found something I can put these in. Note to self, don't get interior plates. Okay, I should be able to finally remove this section. Alright, that's good. Weld that up. And oh, now I feel the urge to raise all these catwalks because or before I decide to go overboard, I can simply replace the catwalks with these, just so that way you don't end up falling to your doom. Okay, I can't jump over there because of the... Yep, that's gonna kill you. Of course, the placement of the gravity generators is not final, so we'll have to see about that. Otherwise, yeah, I also did notice I don't seem to get quite as much material from the asteroids because I nerfed the inventory, and I think because of the voxels I'm not getting that much, and that's really irritating because I was used to all that, but yeah. I just like resources. Like, if I was to do a Space Engineers faction, I probably wouldn't have a resource person. I would probably be the resource person. Like, the one that says, okay, we need more of this, this, that, and that. Go get it. And what have you. Where do I need these parts? This is where I wish SE Toolbox wasn't borked. Of course, it's been a few months since I've checked to see if it was borked or not, but still. Because then I can just say, hey, finish everything on this thing. Okay, now that I think about it, I probably should have removed it from the bottom first. Great. So yeah, I got some more work to do. So I just wanted to catch you guys up to date. I don't have a lot of time. I have so much school today. But I wanted to catch you guys. Oh. First world problems, eh? So, I just wanted to catch you guys up to date on that. I will be working on the replacing the... It also does save on weight. I can't deny that. So, yeah, I'm gonna remove the old airlock system and upgrade to the sophisticated force field. I'm gonna replace the catwalks with... Now, you would think this one required... to the mod... what do you call them? To the mod team that does these catwalks, instead of just steel plates, I would say steel plates and girders. I mean, looking at one steel plate, if I'm able to move it... No, I'm not. But this kind of looks like it would... I could see the 25 steel plates in one of these, but I also see girders. Just saying. I like a little realism here, please. Anyway, so, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.